We fought Valkyrie.
Yeah.
Hello? Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said I'll do the catch up, and he just kept on anyway, so let's start. And I was like, My
Yeah.
microphone not working?
Oh, it's working.
Um,
It's just clicking go
No.
live.
Yeah, he's going live so you can do the catch up, Anna.
Yeah.
Alright.
You forgot. Oh, it's okay. Go ahead. It's all good.
Yes, so our session last week was summarized by one thing. This was Liam getting frustrated at prismatic walls and us defeating the Valkyrie.
It's so OP.
We then searched around, found a potential new workshop for Valseth to call home, but she had some concerns about it crashing into the planet in a couple hundred years because that's the kind of thing you have to worry about, apparently.
I mean, yeah, like if you buy old property, obviously you'd have an architect assess the situation, and this property isn't elven secure because it's gonna crumble before she dies.
Then after looting the place, which, well, we found a few things, but
Nothing good, Liam.
nothing
What?
noteworthy.
You found the amber census, the thing that Odin did not want you to find.
Yeah,
Okay,
well,
I mean, yeah, that's
you have
a
to
good.
understand, though, that's a plot item. That's not a personal power item, so it's not good,
Wow, guys, wow.
We went to a place called the World Throne. I'm sorry that I thought we'd find a fancy crown or a throne somewhere. This is just false advertising. Who are you, Disney?
Oh shit, Disney, don't come after me. Please.
And, well, after doing that, we headed over to the other island, and we had a very interesting talk with the guardian of spirit somewhat of Magus, and I forget his name.
I didn't.
You didn't
What was
forget
his name?
No, I didn't have an interesting talk with him. The guy gave me nothing.
Yeah, true.
It's Archmage Ameron.
Amaran. And so he shared some things about the history of what happened. We found out he couldn't really tell us anything about the current state of things because he only knew things from back when he was still.
Oh wait, sorry. Ameron was the guy in the war room. Melagost.
I was thinking it started with an M.
Yeah, Melagost is the guy that you met in the tower.
Malagost, yeah. Okay. And one of the things he did is he gave us he entrusted Daenerys with the Amber Census, which is sort of like a recording of all the people who were specifically selected for the purpose of potentially at some point being brought back to life to help rebuild the world. I think that's pretty much where we left it.
Yeah, and I think you guys asked Melagost a lot of questions as well, getting answers from him. You also asked whereabouts the things, the orbs are that control the Elder Weapons. Melagost said that the two Elder Weapons, the Elven Elder, have been destroyed, therefore orbs have been controlled anymore. However, the red Elder Weapon, the Fire, its last known location was at the Firevault near Onondar in Rhineland, a well-known location for where, the Fire Soul at rest. And you guys all know the Fire Soul is Arlie Aiden currently. So you don't know if he's going to be there or anything like that. You know that the Firevault near Onondar is where this orb is, or was. Obviously leads the question as to how did Princess Alomar that as well, because she, obviously, you guys think that she was controlling the Elder Weapon, so you must have met Arlie Aiden, or maybe not met Arlie Aiden, managed Firevault to get it. You don't know, to be honest, but you do. We go back a day. You do have a vision of red Elder Weapon in the sky, a scorpion-like entity, wings flying through the sky. It didn't seem to have been like the other two, it have attacked a city, attempted to kill anything.
Because as we found out, it is currently programmed to attack our enemy, the King in Yellow.
Yeah.
Which is good for us, but it also wants to kill us, which is bad for us. Apples and oranges.
Yeah, I guess. Case. So, we have the party currently outside the tower, waiting. A cold breeze from the sky around you whips past. Wispy clouds float around the island. And there's quiet. It's midday. The party doing?
Resting.
I thought that might be the case. Oh yes, I do believe I remember. Orwin, you said that you were reading a favourite book or something.
Correct.
What about the rest of you?
Well, the game's still paused.
Okay, I've unpaused it.
I think now she's going to sit and think for a while.
Okay.
Yeah, how long's a long rest?
8 hours.
I'm gonna plonk down and play my lute for 8 hours. With a couple of sleeps.
Okay, so first things first, Chester, you've only been awake for 4 hours, so no, you are not having a long rest.
Tired.
Yeah, you are tired, but you can't benefit from a long rest twice in one day. Unless you just like wait around till tonight and then go to bed.
We'll have to fight this Alliaden guy if we want to get the Scorpion controller.
We've met that dickhead before, have we not?
Yeah, we did fight him, and then it turned out it wasn't him. So I guess we haven't met him before. We've met someone who pretended to be him.
Right you are.
Unless we did, like, briefly meet the guy in the council thing, didn't we?
Yeah, the illusion.
The illusion in the God King's basement. So I guess we did technically meet him.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
Well, I'm in not a spiffing shape to go toe-to-toe with one of the big ones.
Well, no, I wouldn't want to either. I feel like killing... How many Valkyries did we kill? 4? That's enough for a day. That's a good day's work.
So what is it then? Back to Mokhul.
Why do we have to go back to Mokhul? What a dreadful place. Everyone's down there. They're all depressed.
Engineer?
We have something I could whip up if you wish to attend the night in my crib.
Are you coming on to... Don't you have a girlfriend? Are you coming on to me?
No, nothing saucy. Just black sheets and no black lights for...
I'd rather no. I don't even know what you're suggesting.
More for your own safety than anything else. And peace of mind.
We could go to, the other empire we've started a merger with and actually talk with them about, helping out with the war effort.
No. It's nothing to do with us.
Well, yes, we kind of instigated it, if you remember.
It's nothing to do with us.
Okay. I guess you don't want to talk to the guy because you sort of killed his dad, right?
If I could avoid any particular confrontation, I probably would appreciate it.
Yeah, Macron would also pipe up and say something along the lines of, yeah, probably best we don't go irritate them. Since you voted him to be the king now, or the big boss.
Yeah, but I feel like we kind of, should check if, he's in league with the Yellow King as well. A kind of visit, are you a bad guy?
Yeah, well, he points, Macron jabs a thumb towards Esther. Me and him, well, he killed his dad, yeah? Nah. Probably best I don't ever go back to Mokhul.
I must say, Macra, you do seem quite copus mentis at the moment.
Yeah. Grumbles and looks around.
Well, he's getting eloquent, isn't he?
Let's not get too far ahead of ourselves.
How far is the comet away right now? 39 days?
46.
46 still. We've barely made it then.
Yeah, like literally, it's been just under 2 weeks since you went to the Crystal Underdark. I'm not even joking. That was like a long time ago as well.
May I suggest then we do teleport to Mokhul? Since this might be the last time Chester can show his face there without being branded a criminal and put on the stake. And we research the Firevault.
Should probably pick up a strong ally as well. I hear Maisie's good with a spell or two these days.
If Maisie is our strong ally in the final battle against the Yellow King once he descends on this planet, that's really all we need.
You are?
There's no one I would rather have at my side fighting against a god. This is biting sarcasm, Chester.
Yes, I heard that you two have a bit of a head-hard-head.
That's what you want to call it.
Why does Maisie's character sheet have so many resources on it?
Yeah, I can get rid of it. Because the module got updated.
I need to do that level up.
There you go. Fixed. So,
Thank you, sir.
what is the plan?
It depends on...
Summon the TV circle to New Neria.
Okay.
If people wish to follow, they can.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Everyone following?
Yeah, the now seems to be sort of just pondering and in a pensive mood.
Alright, so the teleportation circle flashes white, and then as you pass through the bright light, you literally appear in the teleportation room in the university. The damage that was done?
In the shop.
Oh, okay. That would have been helpful.
Shouldn't assume, Liam. Shouldn't assume.
If you say, I'm going to New Neria, I would assume you would use the teleportation circle that was available to all. If you had a private one, say, I'm going to the shop.
I'm going to the shop.
Okay, so yeah, all of you appear in the dusty basement of the Curio Cat House. The shelves filled with dusty alchemical bottles all around you, a slight darkness, the smell of cat nearby. And as you guys stand up ascend the sandstone steps, light blazes in through the shutters around you. The sound of the marketplace is full on and going outside. You can hear the slight call of gulls in the distance. And around you, on shelves, on tables, on floors, there are about 3 dozen cats slowly snoring away.
What a horrible place.
The door is there.
Thank you! Well then, once you've decided what you want to do, I'll be at what remains of the university researching the Firevault.
I'm going to rest up for the day. And you decide what we're doing tomorrow.
Very
He
well.
then goes and plonks himself on a chair and pulls out his book.
Okay.
Adsolf goes to the university.
Alright. The nearest? I'm just getting a general gist of where you're going and where you're headed.
Yeah, I think then I'll also stay here if Owen doesn't object. And
Yeah, he just
You'll
ushers to a chair on the other side.
yeah, and I'll just sit in, not really a sleep trance, but just trance. Seems to be sunk deep into thought.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Chester.
He'll go grab Maisie, I guess.
Alright, so you'll head home.
Yes.
Alright, so we'll start with Chester, seeing as Chronologically, he's going to get there first, so that way. So as you arrive towards the house, you see there's another recognisable female talking to Maisie currently. Anna. And she turns, Chester, hello. I've been looking for Alwyn, and I thought I'd come here to see if you knew where he was.
I'm sorry, who are you?
It's me, Anna, on the ship. We knew each other. We know each other.
Yes, right you are. Oh, I remember. Didn't you die?
Yes, I did.
Yes, of course. Good. Well, it seems that you've come to the right place. I've just merely parted with them nary a fortnight ago.
Oh, where is he? I have important news.
I do believe he said something about fucking off somewhere.
Okay.
Who is it you want? Which one? Alwyn?
Yeah, Alwyn. And you see that she's carrying a wicker basket with a towel over it. Looks like a picnic basket.
Oh. I didn't know you two were involved. Congratulations. He's at the place with all the cats.
She looks confused. No, and then you see the redness rise into her cheeks. No, I'm just trying to find where he is. Oh, Chester.
There's no judgment from me. If you want to leave it on his doorstep, I completely understand, although I don't think he's really the responsible type. It smells like cats there. There's lots of cats places. Pretty sure he was going there.
Okay. So he's at his shop. Thank you, Chester. You're a lot of help. And she walks off down the road, disappearing from sight. All right,
He turns and mouths to Maisie like, I didn't know she was pregnant.
Alright, so you find Maisie, your fiancée.
And he tries to convince her to join in a fight against the Fire Souls. Tells her it'll be a romantic honeymoon retreat.
Alright, so as Maisie's player, as well as Chester's, what do you think Maisie would do?
I am going to roll a dice to check her temperament. Give me a moment.
Oh,
is that okay with you?
Yeah, no, if you want to go by her personalities, that'd be fine.
She'd be fine with it, definitely.
Alright, I guess Maisie's joining the party.
I think I just got to triple check who's in charge at that well, who's more affluential. She's got definitely more coherent than she was before. As long as you're okay with that, of course. I didn't want to step on your toes.
No, I'm fine with it.
Oh yeah, she's definitely okay with it. She's just like, top of the morning to you, let's fucking go.
Alright, that sounds good. Alright, so we'll move over to Laniros. Laniros, as you sit there, comfortable, the gentle purrs surrounding you and you fall into your elvish trance. You begin to relive and basically store away the memories of the last day in your mind palace. And you begin to... Actually, can you just roll me a standard intelligence check? An ability check. Okay, and you begin to store away certain mannerisms, certain people's reactions to situations that you were in recent times, especially when you revisited the Feywild. Talk with the Feyfather. And the way he acted, the way he gave you Gungnir freely. And what you heard about him as well. He wants...
Yeah, from the point of view that we all know about him, right? Like, it's probably not going to affect the Feywild too much. He's going to wipe clean.
Yeah, he wanted... So basically you've learnt that he wants the Seed Soul. For sure, he's sent you after it.
Mm-hmm.
He also wants you to deal with the King in Yellow. He was worried at first, but you've noticed of late, like at first, you noticed that he requested your help in perhaps ending that threat. But shortly thereafter, he doesn't seem to be that worried, as if something has changed in demeanour about this thing approaching.
Okay. Well, that's something to look at for sure. But that's not Linares' main concern. He's not glancing peacefully if Alwyn ever looks at him. He seems to have like a little twitch in his eyebrow and things every now and then. But yeah, he'll continue doing what he's doing.
Right,
Tree.
yeah, and as the trance goes on and you into attune naturally to the Feywild, begin to not dream, but have happy memories of family, and begins to pass over and take away that worry and that anxiety that comes with the fact that the creature, the being that took the Feywild by storm, may have some weird vendetta against the Imperial plane.
Mm-hmm.
And we move on to Elzeth, who reaches the university, begins running past lots and lots of different refugees, homeless people. You walk past the marketplace, which is just completely tatters, rubble being cleared, but slowly. And as you approach the bridge that leads to the university, you see it's being repaired, and that you hop over certain parts of part of the bridge, over into the university, and walk in. There's nobody at the desk.
I just continue walking in then.
Yeah, and you just manage to walk straight in, no one stops you.
I begin trying to find any books on the fire soul and his lair.
His lair, okay.
His lair. Well, I assume he will get lair actions, you criminal.
Alright, make me an investigation check.
I need to investigate to see that you will give him lair actions. He'll probably have legendary resistances as well, you scoundrel.
Wow. See how they treat me? Honestly. Right, so with a 20, you find several different books on the Fire Soul and its history. And one thing you notice that's common is that nearly all of its history is set in Bindland, a land, a realm west. It's, well, as you know, the home country, the home realm of Dolath. It's not his home, sorry, but it's the one that he controls, that he took. Most of his army is Bindish, conscripts from his home realm. It sits northeast of the Broken Realms, which is now the United Realm. Your character's from, technically. And the Firevault has always been a foreboding presence in Bindland. All kings, it says, have always been wary of the presence of this huge tower with no doors, no windows, surrounded by a graveyard, which is rumoured to be haunted by a spectre of a god.
Oh, this just keeps getting back up. Oh, that's Loki.
Yeah, well, yeah. Elzeth knows that. And you've actually fought his simulacrum.
Yeah, I mean, she can put one and one together, I'm sure.
So, it's basic knowledge that the Firevault noises emit from the Firevault. It's near the town of Onongdar, a popular trading town in Vineland. It says it's some half a dozen miles outside of the town proper, and it's seen on the horizon. Kind of seen as that haunted place nearby, the graveyard that kids visit in the dead of night, their friends, to make themselves feel braver. It's a kind of mythical, legendary, urban legend type of thing. Over years, it's become that. Its real purpose is lost. Its name has stuck through history. It's the Firevault.
May I just say that I literally thought there's like a little tower to the left of the Mokhul Island. I thought that was the Firevault this whole time. It's completely new information for me that it's on this other continent.
Let me get, yeah. I do actually have the PNG, and I'll send it to the group, yeah?
I actually knew where it was this time, which is rare.
You should know where it is. Your fucking character's in it.
So this is... That map is where... If you look at Bindland, you'll see Firevault.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, and look, they're all taking a look at the old map from Voidheart.
I see.
So yeah, you learn that about the nearby countries and the nearby realms. You get the general knowledge of the peninsula that is known as Rhineland.
Yeah, I guess Elsof just spends like the day in the library.
Yeah.
You can go to Anna's pregnancy announcement.
That's not a thing!
And he'll leave your baby on his doorstep in a basket.
Imagine we would go to a Feywild adventure now, and we just come back and, like, with a time skip. A year has passed, and she's like, "Look, it's your daddy."
I'm like, ah, shit. How much Jamesons did I have?
That was a good one. I actually have a bottle right next to me.
Everyone has a bottle of James.
Alright, well, Rocket's off doing rocket things, so I believe they just wanted a day of downtime. So are we okay to skip forward?
Yeah.
Alright, nothing interesting happens. The city is busy throughout the night. What you do know is that, obviously, people are not stopping. They are building as the days and nights go on. And now that Rocket has... we'll see if he wants to do anything during the day, because everyone else has decided that they've done their things and they're going to skip forward.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just reading.
Alright, so Anna does approach you at the shop and ask if you want to go out for lunch. Just so you know.
Is that the important announcement? What a drama queen.
Well, yeah, she's trying to hide it from Chester. Yeah, she just asked you out for a picnic and...
Yeah, he'll go out for a little bit.
Chester was just 9 months too early on the guess.
Alright, and then everyone can get a long rest then as they take the day...
Oh, Jesus, thanks.
No! As they take the day to rest, recuperate from their fight and what they've learned.
Alright, I have to roll for Starshare.
I know, imagine if you had just stayed on the island.
That's what I wanted, but you know, I can't have everything.
Yeah.
I got 11 anyway,
That's pretty good.
yeah. That nearly charges us to full, so... And then I can put one more charge into the Rod of Resurrection.
I need that.
I need 5 charges to resurrect someone, so I need, like, a lot more downtime. The Rod of Resurrection, so good if it's full, awful if it's not. What a weird magic item.
You do get a message, Orwin, that your item is ready.
Oh, nice.
Just so you know, I'm gonna hate you when you use it.
Why?
Because it's the whole mapping nightmare. Luckily,
I'm consolation. I haven't decided where I'm going to use it yet.
Just so you know, I have a Patreon that I can follow where he literally has that item to drag out. And it'll just place it,
cool.
and it'll like, and I'm hoping it's gonna cost me fucking like $8 or something, but it's worth it, so I don't have to fucking build the thing. And it's, you know what's so good about it is it's got working doors, so you can go up levels and shit.
Is it the tower? Is it
Yes, it's the
portals?
Yeah.
If it helps, I'm probably not going to use it in a fight.
Okay, that's good.
He just literally plans to use it as the basis of his new shop once all this is finished.
Okay.
So it might not even get seen until the prologue, or epilogue rather.
Yeah, I was gonna say prologue. Another detail we
if
forgot.
Landiros happens to still be around,
Yes.
Owen offers you the book he's been reading. Says, It may be of use at some point in a century or so. I'm not going to be around for that.
Ah, okay.
Room of leadership and influence.
Yeah, what I was going to say is also last session, with one detail we forgot is that Alwyn learnt that despite his father dying, real father, he's alive somewhere in the Yellow Sea.
Yep. Yeah, Owen hasn't quite processed that himself yet, to be honest.
Because you saw the memories, didn't you? You saw that, he was a martial man and he tried to fight Nanny and failed.
Mm-hmm. Yes, the old man was very kind to show me my parents' death so I can take on my inevitable new form of Batman.
Polymorph into a swarm of bats.
Twilight Soul.
Does that make Gwandia Alfred?
Does that make Gwandia Alfred?
Amazing. No, that's just one of the cats. Canonically, one of the cats is definitely named Alfred now.
Alright, that's fair enough. Alright, so long rest is had, and you guys wake up the next day refreshed. Aches in your bones a little bit from the fight with the Valkyrie. Chester especially wakes up with his jaw still sore, a crook in the neck, but nothing that... Breakfast and a new day of adventuring. Todd isn't here.
I don't know. Do you guys need more downtime?
Oh, downtime is always good.
I don't think we have any, time rush to attack the Firevault. We know no one else other than the Chosen One can use the object, so...
Yeah, no one's told Maisie that yet.
Nope. Did we decide that we're making Maisie touch it because she's expendable?
No, do you not remember? Only a Netheres can touch it.
Yeah, so it's either Alwyn or Maisie.
It's up to you.
But I don't want it. Don't look at me.
We don't even know if we really need it. The thing is already gonna attack the Yellow King, right? So... how important is controlling it?
A very good point. So let's just leave it all alone.
But we also want to kill Ali 8.
Well, don't really have any desire to kill Al-Yudin, but I suppose he could be problematic.
Well, I was accused of crimes I didn't commit in a court in the Feywild, and tasked with killing Ali Aiden to get that debt off my back. I didn't plan to do it ever. No! Well, I did commit them, but with a good reason for it.
That's what I thought.
They committed crimes against me first.
Maybe.
Oh, I guess I did steal the Starlit Stones. That was unrelated to the crimes they did against me. I just did that, but I wanted them, Alwyn. Do you understand?
Sure.
It was really Makra's idea.
Alwyn has no
I
clue.
believe that, to be fair.
Alwyn was not there.
Yeah, that's why Elspeth is giving Alwyn her very... Look, I didn't have half of my soul then, so I can't really be held accountable.
Yeah, I don't really think that one stands up.
I didn't stand up in the court in the Feywild. Apparently not having half your soul isn't a good defense.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought it would be, to be fair.
I thought it was the ultimate defense. Chester was our lawyer.
You didn't really stand a chance then, did you?
Well, no one else stepped up, so...
A little bit like... I don't know. Burning children and then saying that it's not your fault because you're deaf and you couldn't hear them scream.
I have never burnt children. I want to make that one clear. I know you guys think I'm the devil or something. I have not burnt children.
I accept that fact. I was just giving an equally
I don't
gruesome
accept that
example.
fact.
It's not a lie. You don't have to roll insight. Otherwise, not kill children.
That was not an insight, just for your benefit. That was for the staff recharge. But, just in case.
Well, it's really up to you guys. We can kill the. I didn't plan to honor my debt to the Firefather anyway. You're not supposed to hear this, Linearis. You're kind of in cahoots with him. But we can go kill Alien. We don't have to do
If
it now.
possible, I'd like to not make a habit of, just setting out to kill folk.
Why not?
It's a very passive way of life, Owen.
I think it's quite a common way of life as well,
I haven't killed folks for 400 years of my life, and it was quite invigorating once I started doing it on this adventure,
Okay, can Maisie and Alwyn and Elzef all make...
What? For what reason? How dare you? How dare you make me make a concept?
So, there's a moment as you're all talking, shop, when Alwyn's the one to first feel it. It's like your heart skips a beat. Something happens and you're in the middle of a conversation, your breath is stolen from you. Then it returns as if nothing had happened, but you definitely felt something. Elzef stands there and at the same time, like a minuscule of a second later, does the same thing. And you hear inside your head, Elzef, "Ugh!" from the Void Soul as if he was in pain. Maisie, however, stands there and her eyes flash prismatic for a second and then die away.
White Soul, elaborate. Do you know what happened?
Silence.
Maisie know what went down?
No, Maisie didn't feel a thing. Just everyone else saw your eyes flash with the colours of the rainbow for a briefest of moments.
Alwyn, I'm gonna ask you this. Us three felt this, right? To isolate us. So it's gonna be a soul thing, isn't it?
Right. Maybe. That's a good point.
What you on about?
We kind of had like a mini heart attack.
Yeah, something along those lines.
Right.
What do we do about this?
Not a clue. Not a clue. Well, what do we know about souls and what affects them?
I know that the Void Soul is a slacker who keeps disagreeing with me about the course of action we should take.
Right. Maybe I shouldn't engage you in this conversation.
We know that the Seed Soul is looking for the souls.
That she is. That she is.
We know that Chester kind of stole my soul back from her.
I did.
Was that a question, Chester, or did you want to take credit?
Depends on how I could spin it.
Okay. Chester accidentally stole my soul back from her.
Heroically.
You did die, so I'll give you the credit for it. We know that the Feyfather got one, I think.
So, Elzef and Alwyn, well, Alwyn knows this out of most people. You know that the Seed Soul has every single soul, but the Core Soul, which you know is in Mimu, the Mana Soul, which you know you possess, Void Soul, which you know that Elzef possesses, and the Fire Soul.
What about the Thunder Soul?
Oh yeah, the storm soul. I always forget about the storm soul. Sorry, yeah. So the storm.
Yeah, he didn't have much plot relevance, but he sometimes comes up.
I mean, Alwyn met him technically yesterday in the game.
True. Yeah, I don't really know, to be honest. But maybe it's not a soul thing, because, Maisie...
Doesn't Maisie have one?
Maisie,
Maisie,
I'm aware of.
do you have any soul?
Well, after some reflection and research, I think I have attachment to several, although what that link is, I'm not entirely sure.
It could.
Okay. No.
Yeah,
You
then
wanna-
there's a sound, Elzef, and yeah. Pretty sure there's a chunk of me missing, and it's in her.
Did you have sexual relations with my void soul, Macy?
No! Right, when your friend Chester did something, and I got shoved into you, part of me got sliced away and put into her.
What? Why is it? Does Chester hear this, or is that just
Oh,
Elsa?
but Elsa conveys it.
Why is it always me?
Maybe you should stop doing things that alter the fate of the world.
Yes, maybe.
Something
When you
happened.
probably
that's like
just
mine, it's
extra
pretty hard.
Chester.
Should we have an arcane look at her?
I mean, in terms of what exactly?
I don't know, we could beat the other soul parts out of her?
Beat
But
the
we
other
didn't beat
sword
that horse.
out. I don't
That,
think
that
that's gonna
wasn't
work.
my opinion as a medical doctor. That was my opinion as someone who wants to beat Macy up a bit.
Are you a medical doctor?
I do have... I've done some studies, I didn't complete them.
Right.
Put it this way. Remember when I made the analogy about trading cards, pulling something out of a box and using the information on the card? I think it's a bit like that. I think it's where my newfound aptitude or lack of in combat comes from.
You just have a bunch of stuff shoved into you.
I think so. In this case, a slice of several souls, each of them, I'm not entirely sure. They're all compartmentalized at the moment, but if I was to open specific doors, I think I see them as doors, then they pop out every now and then. Look, watch this. Watch this. Give me a moment. She closes her eyes, really furrows her brow and concentrates. Come find me, you little bitches. Sorry. I'm not sure which one that was.
Oh, so that's the souls in you. I thought you were brain damaged.
Yeah.
I can't believe it's taken this long for Maisie to tell you this.
If it gives her her powers, should we even fix it? Because...
I don't know if it's them per se, or more like a copy, but it's definitely a portion.
To be honest, I wouldn't even know where to go about fixing her anyway, so...
The shit out of you and skin you alive! So, sorry, I shouldn't have opened that one.
Well, this... I don't want to suggest this, because you're going to think me cruel and you're going to disagree anyway.
Probably.
But we could. We could. I'm just saying this. The souls search for a new host once their host dies. And we have several ways of resurrecting someone.
Is that always the case, though?
Well, no, but it's a cheap thing to try out.
Maybe try to avoid that.
Yeah, I thought you might say that. But I didn't, I did want to suggest it.
Me too.
So
One heart dead, and just so you know, a work of fiction can be infinitely more fatal than the sword ever could be. Just remember that, dear Elzef. I wouldn't want to put the prefix Darth before your name in my next novel.
I'd rather you wouldn't put me in your novels at all. I don't want to be in them.
Just a casual from all, if you will.
Just so you don't have to attack my character in your books. I'm pretty sure no one in Mokhul City likes me. The council had active disdain for me.
As you are. Ooh.
Just so you're, as a party, some of you are aware that the souls all pass on totally differently. You know for sure, some of you, the core soul chooses its next host. Chooses a group of hosts, and the first one to kind of get to it, gets it. That's why over the many, many centuries that the seer had many, many apprentices that, if you remember correctly, she was killing so that she didn't have to give it up. So yeah, it chooses its next soul, and Mimu happened to be one of them that managed to get there with your help. The Mana Soul, you have no idea how. It passes on. The Void Soul, you know that the moment it's
I
hosted...
assume it has some kind of willingness to it, seeing as Gwandia passed it along.
Yeah, gave it up. And we know that the Void Soul, when torn from a host forcefully, kills its host. Also, when the host dies, given some time, it will leave that host.
So killing Macy might not work, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay, anyone has any ideas that are not kill Macy?
Not really, but that doesn't mean I'm advocating the killing of Maisie.
Oh no, I wasn't suggesting that.
Of
But
course
you know,
you
this could have like nothing to do with the souls whatsoever. It could just be... I don't know, but
What
I
if
definitely felt something.
What if they
Quite strange.
consult a cleric? Because souls seem like a religious thing more than a
Can
arcade.
I consult myself for a moment, Liam? Like, was this any kind of magical effect? Did I see anything?
You didn't see anything, but you've definitely felt like something inside spasmed, something hurt. And you know that throughout your life, the Mana Soul, you've spoke to her once. She's quiet, recluse. It's the sort of thing that lets you get on with your life and doesn't intrude. I mean, she gave you that impression when you spoke to her, that she believes in you. Just a tool there for you to use when she doesn't believe that, you know, she should interject, but you wish to go inside yourself, talk to her, right?
Sure, we can give it a go.
Make an Arcana check.
I'm just gonna step into my room for a little bit and have a think about this.
We'll consult the Void Soul.
That is a terrible roll.
You can make an Arcana check as well. Owen, you take a seat. And meanwhile, Elzef, you take a seat, and the voice is like, "No, I don't fucking think so." As you try to gaze, it's like someone's just forcing you out, Elzef, as you try to go in to speak to him, try to get this image and this. He's like, "No, this is my personal space," and you're kind of like pushed out.
Elzef is really stuck with the worst soul.
Yeah, you really are. However, Alwyn, as you basically reach in and feel her presence, you open your eyes to the ethereal plane. Floating before you in your room, you see the feminine, non-distinct figure of the Mana Soul. She has no features on her face. It's almost like looking at a mannequin without any. Her figure is definitely feminine, and wisps of the robes and clothes she wears flies as if behind her, as if she's trailing through the skies, flying and soaring. Around her, stars, ethereal stars, burst into life, occasionally flash, and you see the small magic missiles that she gifts you when you form, bursting around her and disappearing and dissipating. You called. Wish to talk?
I did. Apologies to intrude upon your personal space here, but... Well, I'm not sure if you felt the effect that I did a moment ago.
Looks around and down at her own body, even though she has no eyes, and begins to speak again. Our connection, the rest of the souls, was damaged briefly. Afraid the seed soul, danger.
Seed soul is in danger. Interesting. Right. I should probably get back and tell people about that, but if I may return at some point, because the connection with the soulless thing, I didn't realize that we kind of had that.
He nods. You were not pained. Felt it. When a lot of us are together, seed soul, rest feel magnetized. Slight fate will twist and turn again.
Right. Understood. Thank you.
Do me a favor.
Of course, I feel like I definitely owe you one.
He looks towards the door with a blank, expressionless, eyeless face. Never let that one go into the void soul.
Sure. I'll try my best.
I don't know how it got put in the worst person possible. She is to unlock its actual power. Well, say her evil will amplify.
Good to know. Thank you. Leave.
Yeah, so it was like an astral projection, but into the ethereal plane. Suddenly, spirit falls back into your body, and the ethereal plane fades away.
Yeah, I'll come back out.
Yeah.
So, the Mana Soul seems to think that the Seed Soul could be in danger, and we felt the effects of that. I think the souls are all connected in some manner, especially when it relates to the Seed Soul, because it can house the other souls.
Are we concerned that
Right.
the seed soul is in danger?
I would be concerned because if someone is specifically going after the Seed Soul, then that could pose a danger to anyone carrying a soul after that point, because if they're going after it, they want its power.
Oh. Macy, you have a chunk of the void soul. Do you want the rest of it?
I'd rather not have anything more. It's rather cramped in here as is.
Okay. Offer stands.
Wait! The void soul interjects. You don't want me, Joseph?
No.
Hey.
Don't say it like that. I
You
think we have...
haven't even found the key yet. I'm locked behind a cage here.
Guys, I'm gonna opt out of this conversation here. My kill Macy idea stands. I have to consult the Void Soul, because he's suddenly starting to make a lot of sense.
You're not coming in, though. My space.
I don't think you need to. We've probably got all the bases covered, to be honest. I don't think he's going to offer any more information.
Okay. Are we gonna help the Seed Soul?
I think we should at least potentially find out what's threatening her.
Can we contact her? Do we have a name? Can we use a sending spell?
I suppose a sending spell would work.
I guess.
If she was willing to answer.
I guess Alwyn's the only person that's actually met her.
Yeah, he hasn't told us about it, so...
Have I not?
No.
I'm sure I mentioned that I was not attacked, but threatened. Because I'm sure there was a discussion with Gwandia present.
Oh no! Wait, yeah, you might be correct. Don't know if Elzef was present though. I believe Maisie and Laneros might have been. Not the not Elzef background, because they were off doing their little whatever. But yeah, Owen, you were very aware that she was very obsessed with getting the other souls. He also said to you that she was going to wait till you died because you. And she said she would never touch or hurt a child just because of soul. So Mimu was basically relatively free, and she said she'd wait until poor soul chose her. Which it did.
She didn't specifically say anything about Elsef, though.
No, she didn't. However, she did say that the core soul might choose her, and that you think that it may have chosen her before, but you got there first.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah. Yeah, I mean, I could send a sending, but don't really know what you'd say in that, to be honest. Hey, I know you want me to die, but how you doing?
Well, she's a woman. Just put on your charms. Just get into her pants as you've gotten into the pants of everyone we've met.
That's in the pants of anyone.
Why you like to?
I don't know what you mean, to be honest.
You made googly eyes at that general girl we met in the desert. You're openly seducing Anna.
I only smiled at them. Is that such a crime?
What a playboy.
I don't know. I wish we had a means of scrying. I'm far easier means. We need another trip to Capital Island at some point.
What exactly is it you wish to find out?
Sorry, Lineris, have you been following the conversation here?
Not really, no, I've been deep in thought.
So, Maisie, Elseth, and I, we
Yes, no, I got
briefly...
that part.
Okay, the Mana Soul has led me to believe that we could have felt that with our connection through the souls, because the Seed Soul is in danger.
Right, so kind of like a soul sense?
A soul sense, yes, because I think with the Seed Soul having the potential to encompass all the souls are kind of connected to the Seed Soul, in a manner of speaking. I'm not 100% on the logistics of it, but, well, my concern is basically it would be good to find out what's actually happening to the Seed Soul, because although she does kind of want us to die so she can get the souls, she's at least willing to let that happen naturally. Whereas if she's in danger and someone's going after the Seed Soul for their own use, then that could potentially lead to problems.
Yes. So my question remains. Do you wish to scry on the Seed Soul?
Scry on the Seed Soul to find out what's happening. I mean, maybe she just tripped and fell down the stairs. Like, I don't know how powerful this connection is.
Do we have anything to help us scry? Or do you think it might want to be found?
There's potential of that. It depends on the type of danger, but the best I can really offer is a description and maybe myself, or one of the others, to be used as a focus. Maybe the connection through the soul will help in some way in the scrying.
Perhaps. Well, I'm happy to give it a go and see.
In fact, actually, if it does help, not 100% sure, I don't properly know the spell myself, but she sat on that chair in my room.
Ah. No, I think it'd have to be something that she owed. But I can give it a go and see if she's willing to accept or whether I happen to succeed while you discuss further.
Sure. I'll go look in my room, see if she dropped a hair or something.
Ah, in that case,
Trouble
I'll
is,
wait.
differentiating from the cats could be a bit difficult.
Well, I could identify the hairs, but that might take a
Oh
while.
man, I will let you, but it's gonna be high DC.
What, to identify the hairs?
No, yeah, to find a like an elf hair amongst like the.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna definitely help out with that.
Alright, investigation check, DC 30.
Do you want to go and I'll assist you? You've always seemed to have keener eyes than me.
Did I just cast? Oh no, I don't have locate object.
Now, is there any chance you might be willing to help us out with this and try and find Chester? He always seems to bring out the best in me, even though I hated him.
Oh, I can just cast guidance on you. I forgot about that.
And then, like, Chester could also cast inspiration if he's here.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
So yeah.
You get a +3 to the roll from Elsef.
Are you
like, I don't know, fucking do whatever you're doing good.
Wow, you could do better than that. Too.
Really?
That is the least inspiring thing anyone's ever said.
That is definitely a 5.
That's the way you want to do this? And, like, now she just walks off in a huff, which apparently helps.
Yep, like, +8 to the roll.
I'll use inspiration as well.
Well, you've got advantage already.
Oh, okay. If you allow that, then I will. Nope.
That is some unfortunate rolls right there.
Yeah.
It is.
So you do look around, but amongst the many, you're told by Owen that she had bright red hair that's very unmistakably kind of like shiny red hair. And as you're looking around, you find many, many hairs, and you found it, a long red hair.
So, how many red hats?
Spying on a cat.
How many red hats did you bring in here, Owen?
None?
I'll check if it's my own hair first, because the Naris currently also has red hair.
Yeah, it's not your own hair, no.
Is it a little bit thicker and a little bit more bristly?
It's got a lot of bend to it, you know.
Mm.
You were also told that she has like a pixie cut.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, I think the way that the spell works is that you don't necessarily scry on whoever's item you're holding. It just won't help in that case.
Yeah, that's true. It would be funny.
It's a creature that you choose. So
I did want to do it, but you know, I know how the spell
It would
works.
be hilarious.
Just end up scrying on a cat 2 feet away from you.
Hi, oh yeah.
Turns out that the cat is like Ahu, the cat lord, and it's just like looking back at you like, the fuck
It is,
are you
and
doing?
it turns out that it is the seed soul.
She's done it.
I mean,
She's
she's a druid, so
the first time she snuck into the actual shop was by a cat. You let her straight in. Do you remember? Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Well, over the next 10 minutes, I will cast scrying.
I want to see if she like willingly lets it in or whether she passes. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, I guess at least I know her likeness, right? I know what she looks like, so it's
Okay, so as you begin to scry, you sit down and you go into trance, and the way that you scry is straight through the Fey energies in the world. So your vision begins hopping between like mushroom circles, then to glades, then to like areas that are connected to the Fey world. You basically zigzag across the earth that way, and then eventually your eyes open and you feel like the seed soul is like resisting you momentarily, and then like a floodgate opens and she just lets you scry on her. There's darkness and a red glow. You see the seed soul laid out on a platform of red stone that glows from beneath. And then, with a swift kind of glance around through the sensor, you see you're inside a circular tower that rises up very high. The ground around you glows magma, and you peer around and you see there's a deep heart of fire beneath this magma. It's almost crystal-like. And then you feel the sensor grabs, and a face appears. It goes, "Who the hell is..." "Oh, it's them, they're coming for you!" And the sensor turns around to face the Seed Soul. "Look, she came for me, but I fucked her up! Nearly killed her! If you want to see her alive again, bring the Void Soul and the Matter Soul, and maybe I'll let her live." And then he kind of like opens up his pants and shows you down there with the sensor. Yeah.
Point all this thing's right.
Yeah.
Three toads hiding down there as well.
Yeah. And then you see Arliaden begins juggling the sensor for catching it, and he goes, "Alright now, it's time to fuck off!" And he slams his hand and the sensor disappears.
What is he, a fucking Borderlands bad guy? What's going on here?
Did you never ever witness Arliaden?
Yeah, but like the shoving the sensor down his pants, that's very Borderlands.
He like breaks the fourth wall like in every session we ever did. So I just break the fourth wall.
Yeah, so Daenerys relays the information. He excludes the bit about the fallback.
So is she in the fire thing?
That she is.
I really, really hate it when Elsef gets away.
I don't know what you mean.
But I didn't... It's not like I was super into killing this dude.
Well, you know, looks like
I just thought he probably had a lot of stuff I wanted.
Well, Owen, all of you come to the conclusion that perhaps the Seed Soul got fed up of waiting for the Fire Soul.
Yeah. Owen restores your scrying slot for you.
Oh, thank you.
I feel that might help because you're probably going to have to be the one that takes us there if we go, because you've seen the place.
Indeed.
Let's analyze this. Yeah, I wanted to kill the Fire Soul, because he has a lot of stuff probably in his tower that I might want. But now he has...
You're really interested in what other people have. It's really mind-blowing to me.
Well, I don't really have time to craft anything right now, right?
And you have time for murdering people, though, apparently.
Well, you know, every elf goes through phases in their life where they just murder a bunch of people and then re-rest for a few hundred years. Don't correct me on this, Laniras, I know it's a lie.
Daenerys is just trying to memorize everything that he saw through the scrying to prepare for a teleport.
But he has the Seed Soul now. And I don't think the Seed Soul likes me. So I don't think that him killing her is a particularly bad thing for me.
I don't think the Seed Soul has any particular disposition against any of the other souls. She just desires to have them.
But we agree that she probably would kill me for my soul.
Probably, and just your personality in general, but besides the point.
So you do agree that she probably doesn't like me?
Yes, but only if she gets to know you.
That's not a nice thing to say, Alvin. But you're right. Now, if he kills the Seed Soul, does he get the Seed Soul? Is that bad for us?
Potentially, as we already discussed. Each soul has their own kind of way of transferring, but it's possible.
Because if he kills the Seed Soul, and the Seed Soul goes to, like, another bugbear child, that doesn't really worry me as much as this elf having it.
Yeah, Arliaden having the Seed Soul is definitely a point of concern, and we probably should stop him.
Okay, but you will put in a good word for me if she, like, thinks about murdering me.
I will at least give it consideration, yes.
I can't teleport away from there. If stuff starts going down, Olwen, I want insurance that you will teleport me away.
Sure, if I teleport away, I will take you with me. Just bear in mind that I believe she can teleport herself.
Okay, that's probably, yeah. Fine.
Right. Sorry, Linearis, I know you're focusing there, but when you think you're ready, I suppose we should be on our way.
Yes, 3 blazing rocks to the right, 3 none. And he just like goes through the mental image that he's recreated from the
Yeah,
You two
from the
come in.
scrying. And then he'll teleport. Preferably to somewhere, maybe not directly in there. But somewhere nearby, maybe a mile away or so. Well, actually, what's the range of meteor swarm?
well, well, you viewed it once, so I'm going to need to do 100 roll.
Yeah, give me a sec. Yeah, okay. So
And also,
a bit more than a mile.
I second Allwyn's question. Chester and Maisie coming.
Well, only if they're willing, because I don't choose that.
I've just got back. Where are we going? I presume to.
See your old you.
Yep, let's go.
Right, looks like Maisie's coming then. Alright, let's get a D100 roll from Louis.
Okay.
Oh, fudge! Well played, sir. Well played.
Oh, look at that. That's a proper blow up the sun roll if I've ever seen one.
So I'll give you that because you nearly got it. Like the 100. You don't want to be dead in the tower, do you? Is that, like you said, you want to be nearby.
A little bit over a mile off, so we're not immediately getting meteor swarmed the moment we land.
Yeah, that's fair enough. So there's a flash of light and boom, all of you appear on the other side of the world, early hours of the morning, which means on this side of the world, it'd be about 4 o'clock in the morning. Those you appear, boom, around you
Does
is...
that count as a separate door?
No, it doesn't count as a separate dawn, you cheeky fuck. What you do see around you is a field of long grass and farmland. A nearby road snakes its way down the horizon, downhill, across rolling, beautiful countryside, towards a foreboding, dark brick tower that climbs into the clouds. Around that tower, you see small hills dotting the landscape and small grey stones protruding out like crooked teeth all around it. A graveyard. And that is where we're going to go ahead and take 10 minutes before we go on and go to this part of the story. We will be back in 10. Right, let's see what's going on here. So, as I said before, you all land in the idyllic countryside of Vineland, and around you, farmland, small, squat stone houses, and in the distance, the dark, foreboding tower that is the Firevault, surrounded by its large graveyard.
He taunted us into coming, didn't he?
Not exactly.
Well, what did he say?
He said that if we were to bring the Void Mantle, he might just let us live. Which I think it's just his way of saying he wants to have a chat with you. And by chat, I mean fight.
Oh, because I thought finally someone wants to talk to me, and I was happy for a second there.
Does it make you feel better if I said, no, you know what, I'm not going to go there.
Maybe it would make me feel better. Maybe I like to feel good sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Shall we find our way into this place?
Well, the books in the library said no one knows where the entrance is. There is none.
Great.
It's around here, right? If I remember correctly.
Yeah, more like up here,
Yes.
but yeah. But yeah, you
Can we
are...
see the place?
Yeah, like I said, currently it's night, well, it's early hours of the morning. You're about an hour away from sunrise. In the distance, you see the foreboding tower and its graveyard. You do see it from where you stand. You're about maybe 15-20 minutes walk.
No, yes.
Alright, so I'm assuming you begin traipsing, you following the road?
Yeah, let's find out a little bit about what we want to do here. So, I mean, we could try and lure him out and see if he wants to come to us rather than having to fight in his terrain.
Potentially. How would we go about doing that?
He's not very patient, man.
True, for what I've seen.
So perhaps something like this? I'll walk to like within a mile of where I think he is.
Yeah, about that now.
Yeah, exactly. So walk maybe like 20 steps closer. Maybe he's watching, and I'll just go, wow, 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 wow. And I'll walk backwards.
Roll an intimidation check. Just got to whimper the middle finger up.
Yep.
No response, nothing.
Rude.
Why
Well,
don't we go throw rocks at his door or something?
Well, he wanted us to come, right? So maybe he'll just open the door if we're in front of the thing.
mm-hmm. Maybe he
I think
will.
Linares was talking about him coming out, though.
Do we know in character that the Fire Soul doesn't leave the Firevault?
Well, I think some of you did actually find it out when you checked the books underneath. Oh. Wait, what was it?
Because I feel like it was a plot point that he literally can't leave the Firevault.
Yeah, underneath the House of Answers, you did find out that, like, without a Seed Soul, the Fire Soul can't leave the Firevault.
Okay, so Elsef just conveys that information again, because it feels like that's helpful right now.
Or if they did, then the world would swiftly begin to...
Deteriorate. I'm not sure Arlene minds, but okay.
No, but it's a thing, isn't it? It's like... You know that he doesn't necessarily want the world to burn yet.
Doesn't he? Okay. Well, thank you, Elsa, for laying that. It seems like it would be a waste of time staying here, so let's approach.
I did enjoy watching you do the little... Though that was... I really saw the diplomat in you when you did that.
Yes. Well, Sometimes goading someone is also part of diplomacy.
And look, that is my only diplomacy. I totally get that.
Yes.
Okay, so are you following the road, or are you just going through the countryside?
If we're gonna approach, I suggest we just follow the road. He probably knows we're here anyway.
Alright, so as you follow the road along, winding down a road, passing small hamlets and houses, you see some farmers are up at the crack of dawn starting to get ready for their work, but no one questions you. As you approach the tower itself, you see that a lot of the land surrounding it, at least a few acres, is a graveyard. Forgotten headstones, more. A good portion of the land is like almost wooded as well, like as if the woods have grown up around the graveyard over time. Like it hasn't been tended to, so trees and briars and kinds of wildlife has just grown up. However, there is a wall around the central tower that you see, a wrought iron, like black wrought iron fence that looks well kept and maintained. And as you approach the gate, guess who has a map for you?
Is it you?
No, it's Rocket. That's me.
Oh, thanks, Rocket.
Look at me.
Oh my god, guys, there's a battle map. I think we'll have to fight something.
Hey, Rocket, while you're at it, can we have a level up?
Sure you can, guys.
I hate you.
Rocket's campaigns would be so short. It'd be like, oh, you walk through this room, level up, guys. It should just be like, guys, make your character sheets. This is gonna be a doozy.
Nah, just rather one-shot starting at level 20.
I know,
If Curtis was in that game, we'd hate it because he'd cross-class every fucking level up.
But ahead of you is a wrought iron fence. It's partially ajar.
Macro isn't here.
That's very true. Macra isn't here, but Maisie is. So that's...
Oh, I said he isn't healed. I wanted him here as a meat shield. Is he not coming?
No one said anything about Macra. He went off and did his thing, and no one even mentioned that he went to go get him.
Yes, this is how Macro disappears from the campaign with a whimper.
Well, like, you didn't go get him. If you'd said, "Oh, we should probably go find Macra," I would have been like, "Okay, yeah, he's coming."
No one cares about that guy.
Oh, no, I do.
Not even his kids do.
I care. Without him, I'm the tankiest party member. I don't want to be the tankiest one.
We inspect the runes on the floor.
Yeah, so make a Arcana check. Do notice that they are carved into the ground recently, like, you know, like channeled with maybe a trowel or...
Give us a hand here and there, please.
Mm-hmm.
Those rolls.
Got 24. Runes themselves you're not sure of. They are some old ancient Asgardian runes. You haven't stepped onto them yet. You notice there's also a set of footprints through them. You don't sense anything magical about them. Religious, perhaps. Not magical or not. Like, you don't notice they're not going to like explode. It's not a teleportation circle. Nothing that you recognise.
That seems safe enough.
Very well. Well, Elseth?
You want me to go first?
That's
Preferably.
alright.
Some reason Chester doesn't have sight. Maisie does, but it's all dark for Chester.
Yeah, it's not, what, completely black?
Yeah.
In a second.
Oh, it's not completely black, it's just very dim.
Yeah, it's meant to be. You arrived here at 4 in the morning.
Oh, that's because Maisie's got good eyes.
Yes, Maisie has devil's sight, remember? She can completely see through...
Forgot about that.
Remember, this is the graveyard where supposedly, you know, the spirit of a god rests. So, don't say anything blasphemous, I guess.
Bet you are.
Yeah, so as you walk around, you realise some of these graves are huge. Giant.
I feel like I've been here before.
Mm.
Can you elaborate on that, or is that it?
No, that's it.
Okay.
I think his memories must be a little froggy.
Any magic coming off of these?
Not with your detect magic sight.
Have a little look at these ones if that's alright.
Of course.
Can I roll something above like a 6 today?
This bodes well. The runes are old as Guardian, almost bordering on Dwarven. I'm gonna check the language. I bet you it's gonna be stupid. I bet you it is wife. I'm just checking the language. Just it's giant. Let's go. What language do giants speak? In my head, I was like, I'll Google that so I don't seem stupid. It's giant.
Language do the Germans speak?
Sorry.
Germanian.
So is a bunch of runes in giant.
Okay.
I skipped giant at university.
Go and have a look.
Sure. Go ahead.
Yeah, it'll take a while. Let's have a look around while have a look at what this means. It's been a while. And also ritual casting comprehend languages.
Okay.
Gonna try and have a prod at the wall here.
Mm-hmm. I'll step back while I'm doing the casting.
I'll try and cast that from the staff.
Yeah. So pass wall is to go. Mention something. Oh, yep. So for an hour, it creates just basically an entrance, right?
Yeah.
Yep. All right. So are you waiting for Lineros? He's cast taking 10 minutes, right? Or are you doing it instantly?
No, it takes 10 minutes for me. Yeah.
That's the thing.
So that's a question for you, Mike. Are you waiting for me, or do you want to do it now?
I said no.
Ah, okay.
Right. So
Yeah, we didn't
He
hear
did
you.
say he's gonna go and prod at the wall, and he was like, "Okay, I step back." So I thought that was
I didn't.
indication to just go ahead.
So
Yeah, that's fine.
the giant runes say something along the lines of, "He who enters without the soul of the world cannot exit without the heart." Look for that.
Again.
I don't know why Chester Decker said that. Oh, it's because I was clicked on him. Suddenly Chester gets possessed. He who enters the world.
Yeah, Owen, I don't think it's literal in the sense of entering now, but don't think we can take the fire soul without having the world soul here. At least what it says is, if I'm translating correctly, he who enters without the soul of the world cannot exit with the hearth fire which it took for their own. But maybe that means hearth. I mean, is the hearth fire something specific? Do you know if this means something? And it's a little bit vague. I mean, hearth could be home or, something.
I'm not sure, to be honest. I'm sure I read up before about the fire soil, but it's escaping me what I actually learned.
You can make history checks to determine if you can recall certain facts about the giants. Fuck me, I forgot Maisie was a historian.
Yeah, she's a history student.
Yeah, so Maisie remembers that before the Neferis, or the Asgardians, God was a primordial mess. The beings that were here, giants, they referred to the soul, the center of the world, like fire soul, as the half fire, the home that they're from. The Neros had it right. They called it there is no word for the fire soul in giant. They called it the half fire because it's the planet their home. Fire that kept it going. Now you're all very, very, very aware that the planet that you're on learnt this before. When the Asgardians took the world soul, they killed it. So the giants calling it the half fire meant that it probably had significance for them. They probably were the giants of Midgard, or whatever it was beforehand, probably worshipped the elements here, the elementals, rather than history of the giants that you find in the... Here they were different. They were the first.
Yeah, okay. Well, seems that if that's the case, Maisie, then guess we can't take the Fire Soul without the World Soul.
It doesn't seem like we would take that. It just kind of chooses who gets it, right?
Does it?
Well, they
Think
all seem to work differently.
Well, I assume that it means something, because although a denial of something does not necessarily mean the opposite is true, one would accept that if you write this down, you're not just trolling someone, and you actually intend for it to mean that in order to take the Hearthfire, you should bring the World Soul.
No, I'm saying if we kill the Fire Soul, we probably can't just let it lie there. It's gonna pick one of us, and they're gonna be stuck in there.
And we can't leave. Yes, that's how I interpreted it as well.
Mm-hmm.
So one of us, if we go through with it, is gonna be blessed with, suck.
Well, it says which they took for their own. So I guess that also has to do with the taking. So
If,
that must mean that Arlene took it for his own, since he can't leave.
I'll just point out there is a winning taker of the soul in there.
What do you mean?
Oh, the Seed Soul is in there, and she wants it. So if she takes it,
She
Indeed.
had it.
but she doesn't
may
have the
also
World
keep her
Soul.
off our back for a while.
Yeah. I'd be free from her. She couldn't come kill me. She'd be stuck in there.
Right.
That's good for us. For me.
Hmm.
As I said, we just give her the Fire Soul if she wants it. She came in there knowing she wanted it.
Yes, perhaps.
Maybe she has the world soul.
Yeah, like, just so you know, the World Soul is what happens when the Seed Soul gets all of them. Unlike World Soul.
I thought the
okay.
Core Soul, which Mimo has, and the World Soul were the same thing.
No, that's not. The World Soul is like Balan in Ruin, where he's got all of them.
But then the Seed Soul fucked up here because the Fire Soul would be the last step, right?
Maybe the Soul of the World in Giant refers to the Seed Soul. That's what it means.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering as well, that if the Soul of the World is something different than the World Soul, because it's,
It's Giant. I tried to be...
Yeah.
Like you did to
Yeah,
me that time. I'm getting you back for Mad Maid when you did that shit to me.
That's good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Giant, so it's a primitive form.
So in that case, if we end up giving her the Fire Soul, we're just making her stronger. But none of us can take the soul and get out.
Indeed.
Well, we
But
would
I
be
think I'd
entering
rather
with her.
have the fire soul than the fire soul have the seed soul.
That's true. And I don't... we're better off with her having it than this Ali Aiden guy having it.
That's what I think.
Because she doesn't seem to have thrown in with a god from a different crystal sphere.
There's one more part of this sentence which we should look at. It says, which they took for their own. Do you think that holds any significance? Perhaps if it's being taken, but not for your own benefit, but for some other cause, this rule might not apply?
Maybe. I would read it as... I don't know. all the souls have their own different ways of transference, as we've said before. Maybe the fire soul specifically has to be taken, whether that be forcefully or whatnot. Like the Elseth's one, it seems to force its own way.
Yeah, it seems to pick winners.
So maybe,
Right,
like with the fire soul, you have to like forcibly take it or something.
Perhaps. Well, sure, we're going to have a look inside anyway.
We can certainly try. I'll try.
Very well, Matt. I mean, all in.
Matt? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll poke the wall with the staff.
How wide are you making it?
5 feet.
And light, as you use possible, light blazes out towards you, and heat, uncomfortable heat, it's dry sauna, like not sauna heat, but like the heat that you kind of get in a. I can't remember the name of the room. It is a sauna, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Not the steam room, but yeah, the like a sauna heat just hits you, and immediately it's like uncomfortable, and like seriously uncomfortable, like 70 degrees Celsius, as it like strikes you. And as you peer through, you see a very, very large red-orange glowing platform ahead. The tower is split by 4 huge black stone columns that rise up like stalagmites reaching to a finer point, and then raises to a stalagmite to the ceiling. There are 4 of them. You see giant red crystals glowing and protruding out, and ahead of you, you see the humanoid, almost dark form of Triss, the world soul, laying on a raised platform in the middle.
This is a proper boss fight arena. Look at this.
Isn't it just? Look at that fucking token.
What token?
What token?
Oh, for Triss, yeah.
Yeah.
She's a real looker. She can steal my soul anytime.
I'm sure Gale would like to know that. No, that's the token Gale had in Broken Realms. Except remember now she's got a bit of a pixie cut.
I think we're seeing very different things then.
What are you seeing? This thing?
I've got fucking Goro God token.
Where's that?
I'll fucking screenshot it for you. Exactly where you're pinging, just sitting right there casually in the middle.
There's nothing there for me.
But did you only send it to Liam?
No, I'm pasting it now.
Oh shit.
Wait, are we fighting Imperfect World? Is this a spoiler?
It is a spoiler, but
It's definitely a spoiler.
however, that's not there for me.
Yeah, that's not there for me either. Fucking
Rocket just hacks the game. There's nothing there, dude, on my screen. I don't even have that out, so you're gonna have to refresh.
Mate, I've got magic vision, I just see these things.
That is so weird. Also, spoiler.
Sorry, bro, I did say I would have thought you would have got it from God Goro and then just been like, don't show that to people.
I can't believe this is a Sephiroth fight with a transformation sequence.
Wow, thanks. That's all spoiled now.
No, we'll all act surprised.
Thanks.
Just as we'll act surprised when he has lair actions and legendary actions. We'll be like, oh, I didn't see this one coming. But will, however, surprise us if we get a level up.
Seriously, is it still there?
No.
I don't know, I've only just refreshed.
I mean, there's just Triss there.
No, I can't even see into the room anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, you're fucked up because everyone else can. I feel spoilers, eh?
Yeah, I can't see into the room at all.
If I move you, can you do you see yourself move?
Yes, and I see Triss.
That is the way it was meant to look. Anyway, let's just fucking get on with it then.
Different.
Let's just get on with it as soon as it's been spoiled. So yeah, you see the body of, or the form of Triss laying upon the platform. There is, to your right and left, like I just explained, these huge pillars and the deformed mess of this crystalline structure in the centre. Uncomfortable in here.
Well, this looks like a trap.
I assume we don't see our Aiden anywhere.
I'm gonna mage hand touch her.
Oh, okay, so yeah, she...
Getting consent?
Yeah, like, where's Henry Crabgrass when you need it? Anyway, so as you go to reach out, yeah, she doesn't move. Push on.
I take mage hand pulse.
Fine.
I take pulse, except I use my mage hand to do it. You know.
Oh, yeah. Right. You don't feel anything.
Oh, you bastard.
Is that where you think we're going with that?
Yeah, like, you don't feel Mage Hand from where you are, but... So it's not like it's got nerves that reach out to you. You can't feel the pulse of...
You know, Raw doesn't say that you don't feel it.
That's very
It
true.
makes no comment.
However, I am the GM and I've ruled it.
Fine.
Right.
What's going on with the redness, sorry?
Yeah, so it's a huge malformed, mouse-shaped kind of crystalline structure, and you can see a slight orange-red glow from beneath.
Okay.
Elsef takes this chance to get out her turrets.
Alright, can everyone roll initiative?
I fucking knew it. Do I get my turrets out before we roll initiative?
Yeah, sure.
Nice. Sorry.
Is
Okay.
very bad.
Lazy, rolling amazing on initiative again.
It's a beast.
I drag out my turrets. Cannot.
Alright, now that I've got everyone's initiative, there's the sound of laughter above you. And just shimmering out of invisibility, you see a form that you have been, well, you've recognised before, the way that Loki took on the form of Arliaden. Below him, fire silently roars as he uses it to float down to the platform. He lands with a slight kind of like flounder, almost kind of like Jack Sparrow's his way forward, puts one foot on Triss's body. He says, "Oh, I see you've come to rescue the whore." And in his eyes, you'll see a prismatic flash. "But you're too late. Turns out it was a lot easier to take it all. Took it all for myself. Look at this." And as his eyes open wide, you see a flash of rainbow. He goes, "She's nothing. Just a puppet." And he kicks her and she rolls slightly. You do see in that moment, the more perceptive ones of you, her chest is moving up and down. Unconscious. Yes, "I thought I'd save it for this moment so that you can see her die. It's going to be glorious. It'll end their life. But then I'm going to leave. The first time in many years." And he turns around and there's a skeleton in the far east and he goes, "I know, father! Not your fault." He goes, "I hear you're the ones that killed my fantastic wife, Ileana." And there's
I have a quick question.
Yes, the one in the back, the one that looks kind of like a man, but I know is not.
Okay. Thank you. So you said you waited till we are here for the final, kill.
Yes.
But this woman doesn't mean anything to me in particular, so...
This one?
Yeah.
Totally.
So, the theatrics, while I understand your intentions, they don't really work on me.
Fine. I don't care. Still gonna kill her, though.
Okay, no objections in general.
Although I don't want to do it. I don't want to kill her now. I'm not gonna do it.
Well, you don't want to do it anymore.
No, I'm not gonna do it now. If you don't want me, if you he mumbles a bit. You ruined it.
I don't care either way. Just start from the top. Look.
Okay, what? He lets out the evil laugh again. Then suddenly switches, and you see his neck twist to the side, and he turns and he goes, "Listen to me. You have to help me. You have to get." And he switches back, and then looks back at you and goes, "No, it's not your time to shine. It's mine now." And then looks down at you all, and there's this look in his eyes. You just feel the heat rise in the room. He says, Now, cousin, he wants to do the great dreaming, blah, blah, bullshit, blah. But I'm going to leave, and I'm going to be my own god. And he smiles, and he goes, King in yellow, blah, 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 shitty man, doesn't matter, I'm going to steal his power. I'm going to make a new world. A crazy world. Everything makes sense. And that's where we'll begin combat.
I mean, in general, like, this is better than the King in Yellow winning. Like, the King in Yellow wants everyone to, like, dream forever. This guy just wants to, you know, play Mad Max. I don't think that's...
Arleaden uses his bonus action to activate the Divine Soul. Immediately begins to glow white. And then brings his hands up. You see a prismatic orb appears, and he goes, Oh, it's hot! And then punches it forward, and a huge prismatic ray flies towards Elzeth.
Bonus action. Wait, is that a single target spell?
It's not a spell, it's a roll to hit.
A spell can be a roll to hit. You said prismatic spray. That's a spell.
No, a prismatic ray.
I think that's something.
Looks like it's going to hit.
That's shield, I guess.
It hit anyway.
Oh,
Do you have any
that's weird.
resistances?
To necrotic.
Okay, so you take 27 fire damage, 28 cold damage, 30 radiant, 36 necrotic as it hits you.
Oh, this is some bullshit. Oh.
Maisie, it's your turn.
Can I have my turrets? I had 31 AC, by the way.
You had 31 AC.
Yeah. Because the turrets would have been out and they give me cover.
Give me a second. Okay. Yeah, no, it hits. I had to use a feature, though.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, Maisie, it's your turn. You're muted, Todd.
She'll fly about yonder
Okay.
and pop him with the disintegration wand, which requires me to roll disintegration, which I do have.
He goes, Oh, I know that spell, I have it too!
Well, for some reason Maisie does not have it, which is annoying. She used to.
You should just be able to click the disintegration wand. It should just spell, right? Give me a
That's
second.
I just clicked it. Look at that. Yeah, cheers, mate.
Right. Yeah. As it flies towards him, he hits it with a backhand and it disappears and hits the... Like, it ricochets off his back of his hand, strikes the ground, then ricochets off the crystalline structure and strikes the wall, boring a hole through it, and he goes, Gonna have to try better than that!
Well, that's quite unsettling.
Oh yeah, this is definitely... I'm not feeling well about this.
Anything else, Maisie?
No, she'll leave it there.
Alright, as a legendary action, he Firelord Ozai's across... Yep. Skids across the ground. Just like plumes of flame come out of his feet, and then he skids across the ground as he gets himself across. The Neros.
Yep.
Nice choice of music, Todd. This is pretty good.
It's a bagger.
Yeah, I'll run over here.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see. This will help at all. Cast hold personal on.
He uses a legendary resistance.
Okay. That's me.
Mm-hmm.
Do I need to say it, Liam? Or...
Ah, no, you can fuck off. Let me read some of his... He cannot use the Prismatic Ray as a legendary action, but he can use the Magma Blast. He brings his hand up, and beneath Laneros, the ground begins to rumble, and then a pillar of magma bursts up. Can you make a dexterity saving throw, please?
Yep.
Do you have advantage? Not a
I do.
magical effect.
What?
No, it's just magma. It doesn't have a magical effect. It's just him controlling magma.
I'm really sorry, guys. I think I'm going to chunder. So Chester will cast Font of whatever it is that heals everyone.
Okay. Okay, I hope you're alright. Okay,
Well, I assume I fail the save, yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
And anything else you can do?
Let me check something.
No, I don't think so with a 10.
Yeah, no.
Okay, immediately...
The other roll is also awful. I'm not gonna bother.
Immediately covered in magma.
I really wish my roll of resurrection was full.
Take 101 fire damage.
What the fuck?
How far are we down initiative order?
Elzef, your turn.
I can't. Well, bonus action shoot the man, right?
Mhm.
Twice. These are awful rolls.
Yep. One hits him, but he looks down and goes, "What? You trying to tickle me?" And then the next kind of like goes wide.
And then this thing moves a bit closer to Lanirus and Macy, and Elsef casts Resilient Sphere on herself.
Okay.
And I end my turn.
Right, that's his legendary actions. Ulwin, your turn. You're muted.
I know. He's not actually using any magic, you're saying?
Looks like the first thing he did was some sort of like seed souls bullshit, and the next seemed to be fire soul stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Classic GM bullshit. Can't be anyway.
Look,
All these spells and you can't use any of them.
I've got spells. It's just we'll see.
Well, let's start with a height and hold monster.
I get disadvantage, right?
Indeed.
I'm gonna
Burn some resists.
Alright, he rolled. He seemed to do something with. You see that for a moment, wild magic glows around him, as if he tries to manipulate the weave, and then it fails, and he has to use a legendary.
That's a good start.
Yep. However, you have a feeling you can see wild magic running through the veins of the divine soul on him. Alright, so Chester Decker said he was going to... I'm assuming you're not back, Todd, so I'll quickly control him. He did say he wanted to use Fountain of Turbulent Juice, right, to heal you both.
Yep.
So, Elzef, Laniros... Yeah.
I cast the sphere, so he theoretically can't kill me.
Oh, so Laniros... Oh, well, I'll take that back then, because he wouldn't do that.
Yeah, just use a single target heal or something on the Neros.
Cast Suspicious Injection on you for heal you for 70.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then turns to Laniros. Do the elvish thing, magic and stuff. Come on. And expand a brag you. So you get an inspiration dice. Their action. It gets noticeably hotter in the room. That's it. Let's roll some d6s.
Well, this is some enraged Tyler bullshit.
Okay, gets Prismatic Ray back. Oh my god, and gets Magma Bluff. I'm not even...
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look.
I feel really good in my sphere.
He moves over to here. Sees Ulwin. Hey, you, Manasol. I don't suppose you want to give it up. Need a life of a peasant and such.
Can't say I do.
Right, okay, taste of the rainbow for you. Looks like the prismatic ray is going to hit you.
Well, it looked like it sucked before, so I'll try and shield it.
I kind of wish I'd saved my, wild magic advantage for this one. Then I would have crit you, but I didn't, so... Right, okay, yeah, so you bring the shield up, and the ray hits it, and then just breaks straight through. Any resistances I need to know about?
No, because no one lets us have downtime.
We only get those when we get to past level 20, Liam, so...
The what?
The
Resistances. Yeah, take a look at the roll.
I swear, these 40 days till this comet comes down, we're gonna just find one super powerful foe after another to fight through, and Rocket's never gonna have downtime.
Who did I suspiciously inject?
Laneros.
It was very suspicious.
Was it deep?
Yeah, and then he uses some sorcery points, brings up a ball of fire to quicken Firebolt, and throws it towards Maisie. It hits Maisie for 23 fire damage. That's the end of his turn. Maisie, your turn.
Alright, she'll pop some back. Don't think that'll work. Have I missed anything that he's resistant to other than fire?
Not yet.
No, not yet, no.
Okay. She'll try and play it smart. She'll fly yonder. Hit him with a cone of cold.
Okie dokie. Oh! Fails his saving throw.
Surely he wants to succeed.
Yeah, he can always legendary resist.
No, he will take the full brunt. However, as the ice hits him, he seems to be resistant. Oh, no, not 8. Sorry, he didn't. Seems like one of the souls inside of him gives him resistance to cold.
Well, of course it does.
I don't know what you were expecting.
It's exactly this.
At this point, I'd expect
treatment. I want resistance to magic.
the force damage.
Mana Soul.
The Mana Soul doesn't give you resistance to things.
Exactly.
Hey, check out the Void Soul! The Void Soul gives it resistance to necrotic. What do you want me to say? Right, so... at the end of Maisie's turn... I'm assuming that's the end of your turn, Maisie.
It is.
He will spend 2 legendary actions to cast a spell. Anyone want to do anything?
Sure.
I can try.
I can't, I shielded actually, I haven't had a turn yet.
Maisie will give it a go.
Alright. What level are you... Oh, you can't not cast it at level 5, can you? So,
Yeah.
Alright, can you roll me a charisma check?
She certainly can.
Just a bog standard charisma check, not a save.
Yep. Ugh.
The counter spell fails.
Okay, I'll have a go then.
Okay, go ahead. What level are you casting it at?
3.
Alright, can you roll me an intelligence check?
Yeah.
Second. So yeah, he looks like he was aiming a disintegrate at the resilience sphere, and you counterspelled it. However, cast a spell, so while magic surge goes off. Just let me check.
Also.
I want to point out, I would have literally dropped Resilient Sphere and just absorbed the spell.
Can you do that?
Okay.
Yeah, he's targeting at me. I can drop concentration whenever. But it was counter spell, so I don't get to do that move. That would have been a pro gamer move.
Oh man, that is... Fucking hell. Sorry guys. The wild magic just owned you hard.
I'm in my sphere.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
the prismatic blast, the bonus. It's the wild magic surge.
Did the sun explode? I wouldn't put that down as a net positive or negative, honestly.
For the next 1 minute, spells targets from caster have disadvantage on their saving throws.
Well, we've already established that like half of the shit he does isn't spells, so...
Yeah, alright, so after that, failed disintegrate. Laneros, your turn.
Yeah, one sec. Fixing my power surge. Yep, I'll hold person on him again.
He will use his feature. Passes.
Used a feature, he didn't even use legendary resistance.
No. He's got the wild magic sorcerer feature where he gets advantage on a roll, and then when he casts it, resets it. He gets wild magic surge goes off.
I'll move over here.
Yep, that's fine. That's total cover. He will use a legendary action to cast a spell. Brings what looks like a ball of fire in his hand. Goes to fling it towards Alwyn.
Well, I positioned that stupid turret to give two people cover, and they both moved away from the stupid fucking turret. And this happens every fight.
Well, because full cover is still better.
Yeah, I know.
I still have the shield, if that helps.
It doesn't. You take 19 fire damage from the Firebolt.
Of course it doesn't.
You complained about 19 damage after you were hit with a prismatic ray. Right, so Elzef, it's your turn.
I cast heal on myself with the Rod of Resurrection. I have to roll a d20 to see if it breaks.
Ooh! Oh, that was...
Close one.
Oh, man. Alright, anything else?
No, and that didn't even
Sorry,
put
can
me
I have that back? I just realised I'll just absorb the Firebolt with the staff.
Yep, you may.
No, I shoot with my cannons as a bonus action.
Okay.
Nope.
Both are misses.
What the fuck's up with my rolls for these things? I swear they've been horrible. As horrible as my fucking 1d8 I get to roll for bonus damage.
Owen, your turn.
I'm gonna cast Globe of Invulnerability at 10th level.
Will do anything?
Yeah, it means all spells of 9th level or lower can't affect me.
Ah.
At higher levels, when you cast a spell using a spell slot of 7th level or higher, the barrier blocks spells of 1 level higher for each slot above 6th.
Yeah.
Yep, fair enough. Alright, he immediately tries to counterspell that.
So that's a broken ass combo rocket. Look at you.
I'll try and counterspell a counterspell.
Okay. Yeah, you counterspell this counterspell.
Rocket is over there playing 4D chess.
I've been waiting to use that 10th level Globe of Invulnerability for a while, but I don't know if it's going to make much sense here.
Yeah, you are fully aware that that will block all of his spells, obviously, but the attacks that he makes with the elements is going to be a spell, so...
Straight up bullshit, yeah.
Yeah, I've already said that that's bullshit.
Yeah.
Circle.
Chester Decker?
Should have just... I'll tell you what, I'm going to recast the spell just so I can put the marker down.
He will drop a fountain of turbulent juice for Elzef and well, all three of them really.
Elzef can't be affected at the moment.
Yeah, that's true. I still have my sphere.
And then he won't. He'll run over to.
As well.
You can't either, right?
If you run into the thing, you can heal me.
Yeah, he'll come in and give you a quick massage.
Oh, does that mean as long as Chester is in there, he also can't be affected?
Indeed.
And then he'll give you a cheeky little explanabrag. You know, in here, no one could hear you scream.
It's not an area of silence. They can all hear you.
That was amazing. Alright, is that the end of your turn, Chester?
Yep.
Right. Lair action. Once again, the area begins to get noticeably hotter. Can everyone make a constitution saving throw?
I'm in my sphere.
And? Does it stop heat?
Yeah, it stops everything.
Alright, so
Oh my god, can I just roll anything
it
above
just
the fucking
stays
5 or 6?
stays hot in there, but doesn't increase. I'll let you have that one.
Oh, that's a charisma save, sorry.
Right, we take the 16 and just add your constitution modifier to it.
Okay, it would be a 18.
18. You're all fine. You're beginning to sweat. Something is not nice. Alright, so Arliaden, let's see if he charges. Fuck! Sorry. He does then turn to Maisie, brings his hand back, and you see the prismatic energies appear in his hand, and he flings the ray towards Maisie. Looks like it's going to hit Maisie. Anything you want to do?
It's not a spell, is it?
No.
So then I don't think there's much you can do.
Any resistances that I need to know about?
You know what? Plop.
That's really good, yeah. Immediately, everyone sees her, poof, an amber magic, like almost liquid, bursts from her pores and then solidifies. Very similar to what you saw trapped in before. And how much health does it have? It's quite a bit, isn't it?
190.
190. So as it strikes her, takes 110, so it's got 80 hit points.
Fucking hell. Glad I did that.
He goes, "Oh, spoil sport! Look at me! I'm Neferese! I can create an amber shield! Back off!" And then he like boosts up into the air using the fire. And with a bonus action, we'll fling a firebolt towards Lanera, not Lanera, sorry, Maisie. And it misses.
No, shoot at me and just hit the wall, it's fine.
And it misses Maisie.
Cool.
Maisie, your turn.
Well, she's trapped for this turn, so...
Yep, that's your turn. Does it melt away at the end of your turn?
Bit of a greed.
Oh wait, it gains vulnerability to fire. I actually nearly destroyed.
After you take the damage, not before.
I don't know, it doesn't actually say there.
All end when the ice melts. That's a reaction.
Which melts away at the end of your next turn.
Yeah,
at
so
the
it
end
melts
of your
away
next
now.
turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, and as the end of your next turn comes around, use a legendary action to Magma Blast. Can Maisie make a dexterity saving throw?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, the ground below you begins to burst and a pillar about 60 foot high of magma bursts up, but you manage to quickly fly out of the way. Some of it gets on you though, and you take half damage. Laneros, it's your turn.
Yep. I would have seen which side he's on, right? Because he's casting and stuff, so...
Yep. He's about, let me say, he's about 30 foot in the air.
Yeah, okay.
Using jets of fire to fly around.
Mm-hmm. I will step around the corner and just keep doing what I was doing, and I will cast Hold Person again. And because I keep forgetting, I probably would have used Mirror Images before the fight, because I get it for free. But
okay. Well, fuck. I rolled a natural 1, so I guess I'm Legendary Resistance in that.
That's 2 down. Remember to call him out if it's a bullshit number by the end.
no, that's 3 down.
That's 3 down.
Oh, 3 down.
Yeah. And I'll step back behind the pillar.
Yep. Alright, so at the end of Elza's round, he will...
Do I not get a round?
The end of Laneros' round, sorry. Yep, I'm just checking some of the abilities. He moves. Use legendary action. Flies over here. Elzef, your turn.
I activate the Void Soul.
Yep. You hear in the head, we could take them all. You could be the seed soul.
I have been considering it, but I kind of have different worries right now. And Elsa shoots the man with cannons. I guess this cannon does have to move to shoot him.
Mm-hmm.
And this one moves closer here, so maybe he has cover. But she's probably gonna move away from it immediately, like everyone else.
Oh, 2 hits.
She also does stuff in this fight. She doesn't just hide in her sphere.
Right,
Sometimes things get damaged.
What it looks like you've broken through some sort of shield as you hit him, like a magical shield around him vanishes, shatters away. It looks like you broke through some sort of temporary hit points.
Good for you, but 3 rounds down, he has no more temporary hit points, guys. This is going well. For now.
Alright, Alwyn, your turn.
Yeah, well, keep it up, I guess. Heightened whole monster.
So I get disadvantage.
You get disadvantage, yes.
He is held, and he drops to the ground. And you roll me 2d6.
Yeah, I think that'll do.
Chester, your turn.
He'll drop a... Don't think that will really do much.
I'm assuming you stepped out of your shield to cast that and then step back in, yeah?
You don't have to. It's only spells cast from outside, can't affect inside.
Got it.
It's the opposite with Adrian's bubble. That bubble's bidirectional.
Yep.
Which is why it's also more powerful.
He will top up Olwen, I think, for the moment, with another.
Alright, nice.
Will Explanabrag Elseth.
What do you say?
By being a little bit less of a bitch, it might work wonders.
It probably would help, to be fair.
End of your turn?
Yeah.
Right. We'll do this round and then we'll probably end the session. Right, can everyone make a constitution saving throw as the area begins to rise in temperature?
Well.
Oh, for God's sake, I'm going to use the inspiration.
You're gonna use
This
inspiration?
is just ridiculous.
And I
Not
as
the
well.
inspiration, the bardic inspiration.
Oh, that's not how it works in this game, is it?
Right. So, Chester, the heat begins to sap your energy. You lose. Take 14 damage.
I was hoping you would say your sass or something.
Yeah, like you take 5. You take 5 points of exhaustion. Right.
Getting
So
quite-
Ali Aiden, paralyzed on the floor, you see his prismatic eyes begin to burn and glow, and then he stands up. And the spell, you for some reason lose concentration on it. That's the end of his turn.
Some bullshit.
Bullshit, hooray.
One of the souls has an effect that if you're affected by a magical effect, you can choose to end it at the end of your turn. That's it. That's Ali Aiden's turn. And I think we will end the session there.
Naughty.